Today I'm going to tell you about the first time that I helped a soul go into the light. It happened maybe a few weeks or months after the story of the 3P, after I was actually receiving messages for people, closed ones, family members, strangers. It kind of like became a little more attuned in the sense that I could clearly hear some thoughts coming in that would be telling me something. So that one day I was told that soon, Diana, you're going to help souls pass into the light. And I was like, no, 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 no. No, no, no way. Are we talking about ghosts? I don't want to see any ghosts. I'm scared. Okay, I have no problem giving messages to people. No problem for that, but I do not want to see ghosts. And the voice said, well, actually, that's your choice. That was your choice. You were the one who decided that you were going to do that. And now is the time. So you're going to do it. And I was like, no. I don't remember if it was the following night or the night after, but I dreamt of an old lady who did not want to leave her house. And outside was like this bright sunlight. And the old lady was like, I'm not going. No, no, no. Everybody was pushing her to go outside. And she was like, no, 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 I'm not going outside. I had a friend to whom I was talking about pretty much all of these weird things that were happening to me. And I told her about that dream, and she's like, well, that's kind of weird because you just told me like yesterday about that thing that you were going to help souls pass into the light, and now you're telling me that you had this vivid dream of an old lady who did not want to leave her house, and outside was like this bright light. She was like, that's weird, don't you think? I was like, I don't know, but at least you know what? She came in my dream. I'm happy. I did not want to see ghosts with my eyes. And at some point, my living room, I sense a presence. And when I connect, I think I explained how I connect to pick up on what goes on around me. I think I explained that in the basement ghost story. And so I can see this old lady from my dream, the exact one, standing in my living room with me. And she's like, I died in Colombia. I cannot go. I don't want to go into the light. And I was like, oh, that's kind of we are in France. Colombia is a very long way from here. And so I tell my friend, and my friend is like, wow, that's really strange because next to me is a girl. She has been crying for like the past 10 minutes, and I just asked her what was going on and if she was okay. And she told me that her grandmother died, but she was not able to go to the funeral because it was in her home country, which was Colombia. I was like, little bit too many coincidences, but maybe still a coincidence at that point. And the old lady comes again, the grandmother, and she tells me, she's like, I cannot go into the light. Somebody needs to tell my son Carlos that he has a cancer. He needs to get treatment. I cannot go into the light. Somebody needs to tell him. And so I tell my friend, I'm like, okay, I don't know if I'm like losing it, but I need to go all the way through with that. Can you ask that Colombian girl who's next to you, can you ask her if she lost her grandmother on her father's side? And if it is the case, is her father's name Carlos? Or was it her grandmother from her mom's side? And if it was from her mom's side, does she have any uncle named Carlos? And so my friend is like, okay, I'm going to ask. And a few minutes later, my friend sends me like this text message with, all the scary emojis. And she's like, it was her grandma from her mother's side, and she does have an uncle named Carlos. And so I told her, I was like, tell her that she needs somehow to like get the information to her uncle. Don't tell him that he has cancer, but just tell him that he needs to go get some medical advice like immediately. He needs to go for a checkup like immediately. And so like, some time went by, and all of a sudden, the grandmother who was with me in spirit, she hugged me. She hugged me in spirit, and I swear that it was a full burst of the energy of gratitude. I never felt like something like that strong. It was like gratitude coming and hugging me, going through me. It was very, very strange, but so beautiful, so strong that I started crying. And the old lady just went into the light, like all of a sudden, by herself. So when I was able to catch up with my friends, I told her that the old lady left, and she had told the girl. And what the girl did was that she called her mother, explaining everything, being like, there's this woman who was able to see grandma, and she's saying this and that, and so like you need to tell Uncle Carlos that he needs to go and get some medical advice. And yeah, apparently the moment that the old lady's son, Carlos, got the information was the moment when she hugged me and she left. So yeah, that was the first soul that I helped pass into the light.